And Busia in a Shapasi. So we grinding all day from Joko to Santa, say yet I say no Sabrabano, Yatina say. With the underground to raise the city above the palm, what you do, man, that go make my mama proud. But for now, they're Charlie, you're corner. What best in the one corner. Hope is in love to make better. Now you're going to know your child, make you bless you. From the north to the shore, now smells are gonna go over to clean up your door. Now, yeah, things must look for here. Now, but no, my young thing, that's your small thing. We know they hear. Now, boy, one day my coast go clear. We know how what is a crime with the sea, but we know the fear. It's over to my nose before. Panic for no what's the question. I see many men wearing suit and tie. But instead of preaching truth, all I hear most of them preach is lie. I wish I did not have to talk about this, but then if I keep quiet, many more youth will die. Was it just for you and I that Christ God himself had to choose to die? Some call it redemptive suicide. I fix my gaze around and all I see are self-righteous Pharisees, Sadducees, praying God protect me, bless me, and it's all me, me, and me. So I keep wondering, so how about the unbelievers across the street that we all see? I have Christ and I'm saved, hallelujah, but he's right here in my pocket. You have Christ and you're on your way to heaven, praise the Lord. Oh, I said praise the Lord, but you're keeping your Christ in your closet. He is for us and ours alone. But please do not forget a man in his sins passed on a few hours ago, and heaven is a place he will never call home. Lord, use me. Lord, use me. Oh, Lord, please use me. And it's all now a cliche. Meanwhile, the Spirit keeps prompting you to speak to that brother or sister every day. But I guess we are too busy going about our businesses or looking for the next miracle center to get our heads to go and lay. We seem to be more interested in looking out for fault in our brothers. So we wait upon another who would sin. So we put him on the guillotine and slay. Then we come to church all dignified and diplomatic, ready to bind and to claim, when we have left off the original mandate of going ye into the world to preach to every breathing clay. We are too careful to mingle with the prostitutes, the weed smoker, the drunkard, and the gay. So once a while we pay them a visit to check whether or not they are okay. And in 5 minutes we share the message of salvation, after which we declare them saved, but we care less about how the fruit remain. I know many will hate me for these that are saved, but today's people need more than just 5 minutes. They need your relationship, so please stop pushing them away by showing them boundaries and limits. Enough of the gimmicks. I'm tired of living and believing in fallacies. Be not unequally yoked with unbelievers, misinterpreted. So sinners have not become our enemies. I don't want to be seen with the bad boys, because as a believer, those are allergies. So it's all about us and our families. Please check the message to the Church of Sardis, and I pray you understand me. The Lord keeps reminding us, but how often haven't we ignored? We glory in coming to church and using our gifts, but all in the church ignorant of the fact that out there is a waging war. If we do not wake up to this truth and call, we will be losing this fight and much more. It is time for us to move out of the cement and blocks and reach out to the thugs with their dreads and locks, for they too are wonderful children of our God. Inviting them to church is good, but not enough. For you are the church, and out of you must spring true love. Let's begin to live like the Christ we profess by paying attention to the dying world out there, for our God does not love them less. For if our God so loved the world in John 3:16, then we who are born of the Spirit and of the blood and we carry life ought to be doing same. The life Jesus lived on earth is our blueprint, the solid rock upon which ye ought to build your church, God's very own temple. Every step he took, every piece of work serves for you a perfect model. He ate and dined with sinners. They were his family, so he called them brothers. Today we are thankful to God for the lives of the apostles, but who were they before Christ came? Worldly men with sinful struggles, but Jesus loved them and lived with them all the same. He cared less about the critics and what the theologians would say. It was all about his Father's business, to seek and to save. Today there are a lot of Peters, Lukes, Matthews, and Johns out there waiting to be made disciples in Jesus' name. So the question is, for how long will ye keep chasing after drink and meat when ye have been called to walk in and operate in those beautiful feet? For how long will you be a fisherman when you have been called to be a fisher of men? If you believe you're a saint listening to me, as you make merry and engage your cutlery, please do not forget this is the reason why our Savior had to hang on the cross of Calvary, just so all who believe might have life and have it more abundantly. For this is the call, this is the essence of Easter, the reason why our Savior had to go through the torture, just so we can reconcile lost men back unto the ever merciful Father.
Born born of the market dust, birth from natural light, bright enough to produce a smooth, dark skin mixed with a bit light, bright ones with dark identities, involved with abdos and toes, comers and goers, different tongues beaten into one, diverse norms born as a single group, the Timbuktu of the South, where we hail. Every day I listen to stories, stories that unrest my mind. So what should I do when this is a worry? Here is a part of the story. It started a long time ago when I was not in the picture. Colonialism invaded my place, so my fetus had the passport of violence. And when I came into existence, disobedience became my identity. History is now a mystery that is lost on a somewhere island. So don't blame me when I become the product of my environment. At least I am not a slave to circumstances anymore. All lives didn't matter when Black lives were imbalanced. But when Black lives matter today, then all lives get offended. Here is a fact. The truth about your lives is that you like me, so you pretend to dislike me in your way of liking me. But racism is a word in your dictionary, not in my vocabulary. This is a time tussle. It's a World War III kind of thing. Color versus racism, not black versus white. It's a conscience fight. So don't blame me when I tickle your conscience, but I'm from a permanent
They say she was born a woman and so she was taught to be a woman. She dressed like a woman. She breathed like a woman, like an apostle preaching the gospel of silently inhaling and exhaling through her nostrils. She was taught to sit like a woman, walk like a woman. Right foot first, left foot. Right foot, left foot, hips swaying from side to side, showing like the cast they said she was meant to be. With her neck as straight as a rule, shoulders painfully relaxed, right foot, left foot, hips swaying from side to side like a woman. Ladies taught her to chew like a woman. Quietly with her lips glued together, swallowing as if it was merely air she was gulping, they said she should smile like a woman, laugh like a woman. The corners of her the corners of her lips slightly tipped up, long lashes, showing eyes subconsciously begging for help. Showing teeth where necessary, nothing out of the ordinary, and so her thoughts was taught to bury. Never bursting out even when the loud screams make her throat so itchy, never saying what she wants to, what she needs to, like a woman. And so when he pounces on her like the sad excuse was for a man, his breath reeking of cigarettes and 1,000 shots of whiskey, or when at night he stumbles into the room, his eyes painted with doom and the libido he can no longer subdue like a woman, she's expected to obediently open her legs to form a perfect 11. Pulling down his pants, he gets all up in her pants, dropping her jaws while she lies on her back, counting the strokes till she almost chokes, allowing him to claim her like the prize he believed her to be. Moving her hips to the rhythm of his as he hates his climber, screaming like he had only been climbing an ass. Treating her like it was her job to blow the only head he had ever had. But for the sake of the baby sleeping peacefully in his cot, the one for whom she weeps in vain for bringing into this world of pain. For the sake of the 7-year-old boy peeping through the supposedly locked closet, silently crying out, Papa no, Papa no. For the sake of her mother and the judgmental fingers of her backstabbing religious friends, like a woman, she's expected to swallow her sorrow. And when she sits on the edge of her bed, wondering if it was the fault she was born a woman, she screams, but no one hears, no one sees the tears. Because she's a woman, she's just a bottle of feelings with her cork still shut, never meant to be opened. Forgetting that even though she's a woman, she's capable of walking out from the sham she calls life, that she's capable of breaking the spell and fleeing from hell. And so one day, at 3:45 a.m., while he was still drooling on the couch, snoring his breath, thinking of nothing but still beer. Leaving everything she once held dear, but the boy clutching his mother's neck like he was afraid she would leave him with the man on the couch. And the one strapped to her back, the one for whom she weeps again and again in vain for bringing into this life full of pain.
never for once looking back at the sad excuse of a man on the couch, forgetting about her mother and the judgmental fingers of a backstabbing religious friend, remembering that even though she's a woman, she's capable of being strong, that being a woman is not strong, finally finding her voice in her common sense. So left foot first, right foot. Left foot, right foot, hips refusing to sway from side to side, not like the woman she was taught to be, never like a woman. She ran.
Long before the invasion of our colonial vampires, we lived as kings and queens who ruled empires with our own systems of government that never ran tired. So please spare me the fairy tale of we living as savages and barbarians long before the gun fired. We were the masters of trade. We knew our worth on the market, so we were never afraid. Anytime we stepped on stage, the rest of the players ran for cover because it was Mufasa, the king in the lion's cage. By natural design, our kings and queens were walking treasures. So divine they were adorned in riches and wealth that could not be measured. So evidence was the shine to the rest of the kingdoms called us blessed. Poverty was far from our doorsteps, because gold dust was the air around the place we all slept. We were rich in our cultures and traditions until we got introduced to subtractive additions. Long before westernization and the need for school, our forefathers were blessed with divine wisdom to lead and rule. And with our warriors brave as lions and as strong as the bull, look, we fear no man so long as you had blood running in you. It was our forefathers who wore leaves as bulletproof. Our fathers communicated in calabashes and in pots long before came the phone booth. When I took they go far past laser guns, check, that be the truth. You can call it juju or black magic, but back in the day, who dare you to be lawless? We had effective judicial systems long before came judges and lawyers. We had very little need for medical doctors, because without plants and herbs, our herbalists were just flawless. Africa is a home of spirituality. Long before colonialism, we practice Islam. Yes, we practice Christianity. However, our true identity is neither found in organized religion or in any system designed to abuse us. We were never at that continent because we knew God and Obuadia knew us. We were way ahead in technology prior to the invention of computers. Studied the hieroglyphics and the monolithic Egyptian pyramids of Giza. The great Zimbabwe ruins of Masvingo built with granite without the use of mortar. The ancestry of the Igbo people, the vice script of Liberia, from metallurgy, mathematics to agriculture, to archaeology, economics, textiles and architecture. So please stop parading false history as though we do not know who we are. Matter of fact, civilization started here in Africa. So why did they talk saying when ancestors be uncivilized and illiterate? Historical massacre, and those who believe in this life are nothing but hypocrites. Because right before our very own eyes lie the true, far very beautiful heritage. And in this, you and I ought to take pride and choose to celebrate. So tell the stories of our forefathers and how they were more glorious than all others. Tell the stories of the wealthiest man who ever lived, King Mansa Musa of the Great Mali Empire. Tell the stories of King Ramesses, the most powerful of all the pharaohs. Tell the stories of Hannibal, the military leader who became supreme ruler of the peninsula. Tell the stories of Akhenaton, the most remarkable of all the pharaohs who preached and lived the gospel of perfect love, brotherhood, and truth. Tell the stories of King Tahaka, the great Nubian king who ruled over the largest empire in ancient Africa. Tell the stories of Makeda, the queen of Sheba, who traveled long journey to study the wisdom of Solomon and ruled over Arabia, Sheba, and all of Ethiopia. Yes, go ahead. Tell the stories of Queen Yasantua, who led the Ashanti kingdom to war in defense of their golden stool. Tell the stories of Queen Nefertari, who worked for peace and restored calm to her people too. Tell the stories of Queen Nzinga, Osetutu, Cleopatra, Timbuktu, Shaka the Zulu, the military genius and ruthless conqueror. For a people who fail to tell their own stories will soon lose their glory. So with one voice, let us tell the stories of old. With one voice, let us tell the stories of untold. And with this same voice, let the glory and majesty of Africa once again begin to unfold. We will no longer be known for war, misery, poverty, corruption, and coup d'etat. For our blood is of royalty. Kings and queens are who we are. Thank you.
Ehalakasa.
Still been partying all day from Joko to Santasi. Yet I see no Sabravono. Yet I say. We did underground to raise the city above the palm. We were Gigi Wanda go make my mama proud. But for now, they're Charlie and your corner. But she did one corner. Hope is in life will make better. Now you're going to know your chef or donna. Make you bless you. From the north to the shore now. Small gonna do better to king up your door now. Yeah, things must go for here. I don't know my young thing. I see your small things. We know they hear. That boy, what they got close to clear. We know how it is a crowd with see. But we know the fears. It's over thing I don't see before. But if I know what's the question. Hello, everyone. Welcome you all to the Ehalakasa Online Talk Party. And this is the second season of the Online Talk Party. And this is the third episode of the second season. And it's been amazing right from the start. And this second episode has been something else. It's been full of life, healing, and something else I cannot describe. And tonight is it's no different. And tonight we have super amazing artists lined up for you. Lyricists, we have two kings. Actually, we have three kings. You get to understand why later. So tonight we have joining us, we have Lord the Poet. Lord the Poet has been around for quite a very long time. And when spoken word is mentioned in Ghana here, his name comes up because he's really paid his dues and he's still serving. And he's done so much for the culture of spoken word poetry in Ghana. And I think he deserves a certain award, not an award for somebody I don't want to mention. All right, so tonight, once again, welcome Akwaba, wherever you're joining us from YouTube, Facebook. We say Akwaba to the Ehalakasa Online Talk Party, produced by Ayam Etiahine, and the executive producer is Seb Black. Seb Black, thank you so much for joining in. Even as the show goes, you can still share the link with others to also join in, so we all enjoy of the bliss. All right, so tonight, I see Lord the Poet ready in his black, looking amazing, in his mashki body right there. I see others joining.
We trust.
I see Seb Black and others also joining. So in due time, we will acknowledge all of you and your presence. So once again, thank you so much. All right, so Lord, Charlie, what's been happening? Tell me something.
Charlie, nothing much. I mean, it has always been an honor to, have stuff done with Ehalakasa. Ehalakasa, yeah. I mean, let me just start with praises. I mean, it hasn't been easy, I know. I think I was there when it all started. Yeah, and I just want to just shower praises to the last man standing, Sir Black, and all the generals who have come to join like yourself. I mean, nothing much. I mean, we've just been trying our very best, pushing the arts, that we can in our own small way. So yeah, I mean, as we say, still we rise and it lives in us. So
it lives in us always. And let me say this: before some of us joined the fraternity, the family, we came to make big brothers like Lord the Poet. And there are people who have held the fort ever since. Sir Black, Lord the Poet, and many others. So this man deserves a lot of salute, a lot of respect from me personally, and I believe he deserves yours as well. And tonight we are honored to have Lord the Poet here with us. So, bro, thank you so much for making time to honor our invitation. Thank you so much, and thank you all so much also for joining. So you can still share the link to your contacts, so they can join in via Zoom, Facebook, or also you can log into our YouTube channel as well, and you can have a live feed of the action right here. So tonight's about to set ablaze, volcanic eruption right here. We have Slimo also with us tonight, as well as Cecilia King from Namibia. So Cecilia from Namibia, Lord from Ghana, and Slimo also from Ghana. And these are Charlie, super heavyweights. Last week was amazing. We had Mother Ghana herself, Charlie. Last week was something else. Mother Ghana, we had Eddie, we had Ngwatilo from Kenya, and it was super amazing. And it's been same from the beginning, even from season 1. And those of you who have joined us from season 1 till now, we say a million thanks. And we say thank you to Sir Black for linking us up to amazing artists every time, every weekend. It's been consistent. As to how he does it, Charlie, I cannot tell. That's why he's Sir Black, and he can be Sir Black and Sir Black alone. All right, so tonight I see Frankie's Galaxy A51. You're welcome. I see Nelly also joining us. Welcome. I see Uno's iPhone. Yeah, man. You're welcome. Bunkwa, the fancy girl, and she starred in the first season, and super amazing poet she is. We have Segwa Jefferson also. I see a Brazilian flag, Ghana, Brazil, I know. We also have Dina also joining us, and OK the Poet, all joining us via Zoom. Charlie,
Like I want to do some freestyle before the show begins, because Charlie, tonight I want to be a part of the fire. Though Charlie, I know they meet the standard over there. So let me just treat you all to a piece I wrote in 2016. So let me try how to remember the lines. The title is Broken Nest. So I was driving with my father one day, and as I saw the traders on the the link went off for a moment. Sleep hurts, Charlie Watty on the quota as the sun scorches. Sleep hurts because the day might not look so gorgeous. Reverse the direction of life, broken, homeless, free birds, especially in the street with no one to watch us. I do this for the street hawkers, the kids squatting on the bridges, the one living life in the street corners. Survived as a fetus, but now singing survival of the fetus and asking, so will the good side of life ever feed us? As reality lays before him bare, the daily encounter of his nightmare. Your glimpse of him through the total windows is everyday affair. The gathering of the clouds is to him a scare. Nowhere to hide when the rains come, so can hardly afford a chair. He sees through the eyes of his poor mom and sees nothing but tears. So keep asking, so is this life really fair? Keeps chasing after Trotsky's 4 wheels, and the cycle continues. So this is just an introduction to tonight's bliss. So once again, welcome. All right, Charlie Lord, before the show will begin, I want me to give you some freestyle before the actual fire begins. And I see Hope also in the building.
Okay. Every time we write, so some freestyle. Yeah.
We take freestyles to start the show. So I will call somebody to random. All right.
Okay. See, my mouth is filled with verbal ink. So forgive me if the canvas of your mind never find rest, because I am always verbally painting. In vitro fertilization, I invite you into my words nation, injecting his words as spermatozoon directly even into your mind's ovum, in vagination, zooming into virgin lands, fresh dispensation. And so when your medulla, I pray that poetic seeds will speak of germination. One, still we rise, by the poet.
That was an introduction. Fire. All right, who else do I call? Hope. Yeah, I see Hope in the building. All right, so Hope, can you unmute and give us some vibe? This is just a warm up to the show itself. We don't start. Yeah, I see Cecilia also joining in. Yeah,
all
fired up in her royal gown.
All right, so something small.
Yeah, something small.
All right, okay. Fireside, flames burning up. The struggles we've been through. I've been taught lessons. What you go through is what you grow through. Walking to and fro is an idle soul who has left family behind to go get the grind. Fireside, flames burning up. Second thoughts crossing my mind. I hope he ain't you side. My ego is what supersedes my pride. In getting my mind right, I'll have to rearrange my thoughts like Lego, and that's what sounds right. The good name is all I ever wanted, not just the fame. When I sleep, I dream big like the big six. Blindfolded by the dark thoughts. How was I gonna see the future if I didn't take the mask off? Fireside. I had less time to spare, so I tossed my word to the sky because I needed some air time. I have a lot to say. I think I haven't said enough.
Yes, sir. So if you are here tonight, you are by the fireside, and that is a good time to start the show tonight. So let's zoom in right into the show. And before the show begins, as always, let me read you the bios of our guest for tonight. And let me start off with the king, Cecilia King. From Namibia. Her name is Cecilia. She is a perky young lady that believes that everybody's dream and goals are valid. Cecilia is a performing artist, a theater major, a writer, as well as choreographer, and a creative educator. She crafts magic through her writing and directing. She is currently focusing on GBV, rape, women and men empowerment, and also everyday struggles. Her mantra is, be the you want yourself to be. Wow, that's powerful. Be the you want yourself to be. All right, let me continue with Lord the poet. Lord the poet. Lord Korte. It says, it's an established spoken word artist, a journalist, entertainment pundit, and a strategic communicator. He is also the general manager of Qualos Production, amazing production house right there, PRO of Global Habakkuk, and the CEO of Mode Concepts. He will tell us more. He is the brain behind Verbal Inc. brand in Ghana. So if you've heard of Verbal Inc., that brings amazing artists to Ghana almost every year. Yes, that's the brain and the head behind it. Lord the poet, a businessman and a great artist as well. We also have joining us tonight, Slimo. And Slimo simply says he's a spoken word poet who runs commentary on social and political issues. So tonight we have stuff on politics, on social, on love, on family, on business, on academics, on business, Charlie, everywhere we did some. So tonight, who I will start plus? Charlie. Yeah, I see Slimo. Slimo, what's up?
Amazing. What you?
Charlie, good to see you, bro. And thanks so much for joining in. All right. So you as you come, you make a start plus. Make a start plus Lord. Yeah, Lord. That they come for. So the Lord, what do you have for us as your first piece?
Okay, so I did a whole series of spoken word. It was like the first time ever I did a piece, and it had like 4 episodes. Okay, so I just want to probably start with the first episode. I mean, if that's fine by you.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, so I think I'll do the very first episode, which is not too long or too lengthy. Yeah, so I call this empty conco. I mean, if y'all have ever heard about it, yeah, empty conco. It don't be me do anything, it be God where they do anything where he pick me. See, I be that empty conco where they take playing beats. See, I be that black pen where they take write in peace. See, I be that black pen where they take write no history. I am a servant of a jealous God, and so I take no glory. See, I trust in none other. I am on a mission. See, right. For your work of art is like Noah's Ark. Its building must be based on specification, detailed description. For I have combed to and fro, seeking for an incubator to spare my sperm for incubation, and I have found you as a perfect womb. I am art. Evidence is creation. You are heir of me, black line. I have blessed you with style, not just with the ability to speak, but that which will be on fleek, line of descent, heir of the creator. Create, let many hear of me. I desire that you will be ever ready. When you are less energized, energizer, I shall do double the power of your cell, Duracell. Right for the wicked, freely walking the streets and the innocent behind cells. Cell block. When you encounter writer's block, I shall caress your mind, influence your thinking. You will gladly speak, give testimony of a writer's experience and a creative, fast lane, artistic over speedy. So you see, it not be me do anything, it be God where they do anything where he pick me. I be that empty conco where they take playing beats. I be that black pen where they take writing peace. I be that black pen where they take write no history. I'm a servant of a jealous God, and so I take no glory. I trust in an other. I'm on a mission. 1, Story Rise, Lord the Poet, episode 1.
Lord the Poet.
Yeah,
that's Empty Coco right there. Empty Coco, it's a whole series on its own. It's a movement,
yeah,
Empty
man,
that's
episode 1.
Yeah, man, Charlie, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Empty Coco, but then it's filled with so much wisdom, Charlie. But then it's an acknowledgement of the divine. So when you're an artist, you're divine, you have to acknowledge what you have truly comes from above.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't know how you do it, but it just happens. Wow, Charlie, that was nice. That was a very good reminder.
Keep telling people that I mean, if every creative would understand what they do very well, they would have to understand that they first spiritual before they became like physical beings, and so they have to always connect to the spiritual. I mean, that way it helps. You get it? Yeah, that way it helps. But then again,
so hold on to that thought. Yeah, hold on to that thought. We'll come back and discuss it more. Yeah. So Charlie, so let me move on to Cecilia. Yeah, Cecilia King. What do you have for us? Can you unmute? The fire from Namibia.
Yes, Namibia representing.
I know, right?
Can we hear me clearly?
Clearly, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. Okay, so I'm one of those poets that don't really look people in the eye, because I speak I speak and they think, they wonder. But I have a piece. I'm not directly going to be looking because I'm reading it. I read most of my poetry. I don't just recite anymore, just so that I don't miss a piece, just so that I don't miss anything.
Nice.
Okay. So, overreacting. It is unthinkable to allow complete strangers, whether individually or collectively, as a state or legislator or others in the government, just make personal decisions for me. Somebody, a woman, get out of my decisions and give back my voice as a woman. As women, we deserve better. We deserve a choice. It's time to renew the battle of reproductive rights. We have been outmaneuvered, outspoken, outpostponed, and outvoted by a group of single issue activists. Let's make sure that it's time and it's shorter, and we'll replace this productive choice. You are not mad because I am expressing the anatomy of choice. You are mad that I am considering others and not your options. You are mad that I do not view yourself as the ultimate potential. You are not mad that I'd be selfish. You're mad that I make choices based on my best interest. Some women are not supposed to do that. You're not mad because I consider it a choice that I am a woman. I am exercising my choice. You're not mad that I'm not having babies. You're not mad that I am me. You are mad because I am acting like a man. At peace, I want to be, but at this pain that I feel, it bleeds for me to let them know that I want to be emancipated. Only that I plead. I am no longer trying. I have stopped denying that right now I'm only taking myself back. My tears are getting dry, and like a phoenix, I rise from the ashes, I fly. I'm reasonable. There's a fire burning inside of me. My ancestors are happily turning, unshaking the metals, and I'm shackling me because I am going to get my peace that I've been crying for.
Wow. Oh, nice. That was beautiful. It's just to see that never disappoint. And that was far from disappointment. That was a great piece. And it touches on a very sensitive issue of gender balance, equality, women trying to be like men, and some also believe women can do better that which men do and all. But then we are all unique in our own personas and
exactly
in our genders. And thanks so much for that beautiful piece that you just shared.
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so let's move on to Slim Mo, master word player. Slim Mo, what's up?
I'm good. I hope you can hear me very well.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Charlie, so what do you have for us tonight?
I'm really tired. Just came back from work. Damn tired, man. Got to do this. Yeah. So tonight I'll be doing a poem from I released an EP in 2017, and there's a poem on it that addresses how women should dress, but it's from a mother advising a daughter in a typical Ghanaian home. So these are not my thoughts. So please, I beg. All right.
Feel free, I beg.
Okay, so the love of poetry is what brought you here. I am responsible for what I say, and you are for what you hear. So with that being said, I suppose the coast is clear. And perhaps you are not one of the few who oppose the end is near. So do you really think about the clothes you wear? Just look amongst your friends and think about how clothes they wear when they couldn't take a picture just to post and share, to get comments or likes from people who claim they were in love with you from first sight. But the truth is, in those clothes, everyone will fall in love with you at first sight because your back drops as you walk, the bump shorts, the crop tops exposing bellies, cleavages, camel toe jeggings and back shots and images posing crazy, with back shot and images posing crazy. Yeah, I'm so tired, man. Let me take
it. Charlie, you can still take it again. I'm loving the piece. Come on.
All right. So, with that being said, I suppose the coast is clear. And perhaps you are not one of the few who oppose the end is near. So do you really think about the clothes you wear? Just look amongst your friends and think about how clothes they wear when you couldn't take a picture just to post and share, to get likes or comments from those who boast that they were so near they fell in love with you at first sight. But the truth is, in those clothes, everyone will fall in love with you at first sight because your back drops as you walk, the bump shorts and the crop tops exposing bellies, cleavages, camel toe and jeggings and back shots posing crazy, and images with lips parted, tongue out, and legs positioned like the letter K just for selfies. Jeans started at the tie with heels that long, pictures with captions that don't match or even spelled wrong, like everything will be okay, was brought at home today, so I took this pic with babe. God is good, or worse, with an angel emoji. It's simple if you don't see. Sometimes it even comes with a memory verse. It's not efficient. You have to live it. Cause romance is all you're calling for since you're single and lonely, but it's simple if only you know your worth. And before I get angry first, let me take this slowly. So you wake up, you make up, you look in the mirror twice to be convinced you're looking nice, to impress a couple of guys who do high fives when they lay with you and go for the next ride. So you break up and take up a new you. Where you only wear something long once in a blue moon. You're not careless. No fear after all the hearsays. How over the years respect is most given to the best dressed among your age mates. But rather you honor the pace that clears as you walk in a bold way. How amongst your peers the talk is about you all day. Men, they troop in. So you feel loved by many. You tell yourself the clothes I wear don't define me. I don't give a damn how people of the society perceives me. Culture is dynamic and it's a new trend. I wear, they watch is their problem and not mine. It is just like a mirage in the horizon of a desert to a thirsty nomad. You're being defined from a distance, which is wrong. By your search for the right guy is like a mirage on the horizon of a desert to a thirsty nomad. You're hoping for something that isn't there or long gone. I'm not saying wear long skirts that looks like the cape of superheroes, that covers every part of your body like the nuns do. But before you wear them, are they something you'd want your daughter or son to wear? Or would you be comfortable in it if the one you happen to respect so much happens to step? Dress well, just so you get addressed well. A few things I can mention. Thank you.
Charlie, massive. You know,
really like
Slimo.
I'm really
But your mind, though, your mind. You see, Slimo has a very interesting mind, and it's a very interesting way of seeing things. And he goes deeper on issues, like a lot of things that you can only think about, things that you just flash up and you just leave. He delves deeper into it and dissects. You get to see every atomic element in that particular thing. And Charlie, this was just one of those. And the topic was just it did justice to the topic. Thank you so much, Slimo, for sharing that beauty with us. And he said, it's not saying you dress like a superhero, like that, Charlie. Let it still representable and just do you still. Through it all, it still be you. Nice.
And let me get back to this. It's not these are not my thoughts. These are thoughts of a mother to a daughter. It's not mine.
Okay.
So,
but I still painted it.
It's not mine. Yeah.
All right, Charlie. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. All right. So once again, welcome to the Ehalakasa Online Talk Party. A very great start, Charlie. Fiery. And tonight we have Slimo, we have Lord the Poet, we have Cecilia King, and you are all welcome. All right, let me go back to Lord the Poet. Lord, what's up? What do you have for us as a second piece? Can you unmute?
Okay, so I've just unmuted myself. Let me acknowledge a few faces that I see that I don't even know. I see Frankie's Galaxy A51. She keeps smiling throughout the performance, and I'm happy people are enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so we move.
Yes.
So I want to do the second episode of Empty Konko. Okay, so for my second piece,
take it.
See, not be me do anything, they be go away, they do anything where you pick me. See, I be that Empty Konko where they take playing beats. I be that black pen where they take writing peace. See, I be that black pen where they take write no history. I'm servant of a jealous God, and so I take no glory. I trust in none other. I am on a mission. One. See, 300 seconds to 460, you know it's 5 minutes to 5 a.m. The cock crows and I know it's morning. When I see the sun rise, I hear the Lord say, son, rise. I am like a cock though, and in my native language, I don't know what is thinking. See, I care less what you are thinking. As long as the father no bossy, I will always be verbally painting. I write for the dreaded Rasta and the bald-haired monks. I write for the cheap prostitute at Seku who charge 30 cities for short time, and those around Togo Embassy whose charges are equivalent to the dollar rate. See, we are hoes, farm tools that God uses to plow the minds of people, enlarge pupils so they see beyond that which is normal. See, till we I've gotten rid of poetic seeds planted. We continue to write and speak. My diaphragm's contractions is but the presence of corrective poetic words not ready to die from them. And so I contract my tongue to deliver them as verbal ink, even on the canvas of your mind. See, so you have to understand when I say that it not be me doing anything, it be God where they do anything where it pick me. I mean that empty conco way it take play in beat. But that black pen way it take write in peace. I mean that black pen where they take write no history. I am a servant of a jealous God, and so I take no glory. I trust in another. I am on a mission. God the poet. 1. So that's episode 2. But that's my second performance.
That's Lord the Poet. Amazing, Charlie. Empty Conco. Tonight, Charlie, it's all disclaimers. Charlie, Empty Conco. Slimo did his. He says it's not his thoughts, though it came from him. Lord also says his stories are not. It's just an empty Conco. It's just a pen. It's just a tool that God uses to enlarge people so you can see beyond the normal. Charlie, thank you so much. Thanks so much. That was.
You too. Dina, keep watching. Like the way
nice. That was nice. Thank you so much. And if you're feeling what they are doing, you can send in comments. Use the chat. The chat function to send in comments, send in nice words, send in Charlie. Tell them something. Tell them something sweet, something yummy. Yeah. All right. So the show continues, and Cecilia King.
We are going into it. What's happening?
All right.
Okay. Same rule. I'm not looking at y'all, but you're looking at me.
No problem.
An open letter to my rapist. I took a shower 4 times a day, hoping that I wish I could wash the crime away. It took me a lot of years, and this one feels like the safest. Since you ran, nothing in my life was the same. I can't define the slightest fun. I wish I could turn back the hands of time and maybe have had a filled-up gun. The despoliation of the violation brought me down and unwillingly made me forget that I am a mom. I am a mother. I constantly teach my son to not lust at short skirts of the girls in the summer. I teach him to respect and ask him to treat all the Michelles like Obama. The very first day I kneeled and prayed, I knew that was the longest. Look at God. God looked to me hoping he'd make me the strongest. I read the Bible and it said he condemned this, but out of all letters, this was the first piece. I'm guessing you're living your best life, telling me that you are known as the rapist. You mischievous cunt, you're the fakest. Getting me drugged was probably the way to get it fast and the numbest. But you couldn't do it while I was slightly drunk, a little conscious when you knew that I was drunk enough to not fight it. You forced me, you forced your dick in my mouth, but I was numb. I couldn't take it out, I couldn't bite it. God knows my screams were the loudest, but in my head, they were really the loudest, but your friends were there. And you screamed, they cheered you on, and you became the proudest. Since you ran, my body hit deadbeat. And I can't talk to myself, I can't walk a day in the street. Not only because the sun is scorching hot, but because when I see myself and I see the guys whistle at me in the streets, my body shivers, I start to dribble. I had to leave school because my grades began to flank and they began to triple. I could hardly concentrate or hang around people. I tried to pretend not to give a fuck, but the more I did, the more out of luck. Almost everything took me back when I was in the biology class, the human body. That one had to drop me. I had to drop him as a friend because I could no longer trust the male structure, the figurative male, the man, the father. That for me is a male and I do not trust. I know you're not sure whether I made a case or not, but rapist, you did not only make me hate my body, you made me never trust nobody. You made me fear my homeboys, and since you've gone, I've thrown away my deliberate joys. I never really told anybody about what you did because I didn't want to put you in a compromising situation. Oh, how stupid was I? It seemed like a mental condition. I protected you. But no, not out of luck. I got no fucking problem putting this shit on repeat because I fought for the best and I accepted defeat. I saved your ass and I thought about your future. You bitch. I'm sure you show no remorse. I never have joys. I no longer have joys, but I'll never deliberately steal yours.
Whoa,
Wow.
wow.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See, she touched on a very sensitive issue and she painted it so beautifully, but then it was hard to still smile to it because the kind of things that she was bringing up and talking on are things that are hard to say, things that a lot of people are shut up on. Not as though that's their choice, but then these are experiences you cannot easily talk about. So Cecilia, tell me, how is the issue of rape in Namibia? How prevalent it is? How is it?
Rape has become so comfortable here. It really pisses me off. A lot of people go like, "Oh yeah, you're just a feminist. Oh yeah, you human right, what, but you don't talk about respect and whatnot and whatnot." They made it so comfortable. They made it a norm. It's like, oh, you were raped. Okay, fine, skip next. So the way it is here and the way I'm fighting for it, I am an activist. I am a gender-based violence activist. I'm a rape activist. So the way I'm trying to fight for it, I write through my writing. I read to the rape victims, and they connect. You understand? Because all the stuff that I mentioned, that they connect, and the moment they start to connect, they start to feel like, okay, there is actually a place. There is actually somebody who has felt the way I did. But in all reality, I listen to different stories, and this is how I write my art. Most of my art, you realize, is based on how people are supposed to live on gender-based violence or on rape, but most of them are on rape because of the awareness that I try to bring out, especially in our country. Rape is so, like I said, it's a norm that we have families that cover for rapists. We have friends that are covering for rapists. It's a situation of, if you ask a guy, do you know a rapist? They were like, no. But if you ask a girl, do you know of any girl that has been raped? Everybody will go like, yeah, I know somebody. I know that person.
The stigma.
But yeah, the stigma. And it all just comes down to what are men really doing in this case for it, or how are men trying to help the situation? You understand? So I will not stop teaching here in Namibia. I won't stop being an activist. I won't stop fighting. Probably get arrested one day, but it's gonna be for a good cost. But yeah, I mean,
instead one of these days for doing a good spoken word.
Yeah, I mean,
wow. It's quite a sad situation, quite disappointing and all. But then we are with you. We are with you through the fight and all. Because as a poet, that's the righteous cause for you. And I'm glad you are that voice that a lot of people will find hope in and know there's truly some light at the end of this very dark tunnel. And I pray things change pretty soon for you all. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But how do you combine choreography, directing, and all the many other things that you add to the gift of spoken word poetry? How have you combined all and still a woman in Namibia facing all these issues, and how has the struggle been and how have you overcome them?
Okay, like I say, they call me the female king because apparently I'm so fearless and I don't care for what the men think. Again, the way we undermine as feminists here in Namibia, it's a struggle. But anyway, the way I've colorated and made those just sync properly is because I am a writer. Through my theater script, when I get the opportunity to put my work on the stage, when I get an opportunity to write, I make sure my writing is empowering. I make sure my writing is, and for some reason, I can have 3 different theater productions on rape cases, but they're going to be 3 different contents because there is so much more to talk about than just the basic, oh, I was raped. You understand? So when it comes to that, when it comes to how I balance everything, I think it's just I'm a Virgo, by the way. So I think it's I like clutter. I like clutter, but categorized clutter. You understand? So I think I am an overthinker. But when I put it on paper, it is magic all the damn time.
And trust me, that was magic right there. That was magic. And I would like to have more of that. So I'll come back to you shortly. So you feed us more more of those magics, Charlie. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
I will.
All right,
Thank you.
What's up, bro? Yeah, what next do you have for us?
I think I would want to say something a little bit about Cecilia Prem. It's just being a fan right here in Ghana. I'm a big fan now, and this is my first time actually listening to her. And she's slay. I think with the issue of every female knowing a female who has been a victim of such an incident, and the males not knowing has to do with definition. I think the males are not really educating themselves enough on what it is to assault a woman or what it is to sexually harass a woman. And I think most of the things that we would say that, oh, I corner my way, Charlie, and she finally gave, and like I was good at it. I tried my very best, and she finally gave. And I think these things are what the assault is actually, the harassment is actually circling on. And I think it all has to do with education. So I think the males should educate ourselves more on what harassment really is. And I think it will go a long way to really help.
I think that's true. It's something that has been ignored by many. And I think it's a very important point. All right, bro, Charlie, thank you for that. So what you get for the second performance?
Okay. So my second performance, I'll talk about love. I love love, so I'll talk about love. All right, so all right. So truth be said, I do regret that I did neglect all the rumors heard. What who prefers and who comes first? Well, this confirms that voodoo work, cause woman, but you do best. Approve my worth. So don't worry about who comes next. You are my ex, but you still do. And it's a clueless riddle. But then again, you can't spell the word next without seeing the word X in the middle. See, we were walking on the same path, but you were the one to turn. When you were the one, I gave my heart to. Just to make a family tree, so what will I hurt you for? When we secretly played chicks and others and did high five, 6 minus 7. Don't be the negative one. I hate to say this. A stitch in time to save saves 9. I pray make it to a final destination without making a wrong turn. I said you were the one I gave my heart to. Just to make a family tree, so what will I hurt you for? When we secretly played chicks and others and did high fives, 6 minus 7. Don't be the negative one. I hate to say this. A stitch in time to save saves 9. I pray make it to a final destination without making a wrong turn. Well, it's my turn, and I won't deny that I never ate in the dish you were 7, because you felt jealous even I gave your sister a high five. I mean, what for? Threesome was never my idea, but the two of us under one roof was a desire my heart held so dear. You see, some ladies act mean to guys when they are in their prime, so why would you want to be even with the same people you once considered odd? And boys try to change the subject when we are being asked why we broke up with our ex, because it makes no sense. She has the pro that we think we are. We know it takes more to pull some of these ladies closer. By the end, they don't even mind us. Because, love is actually like checking MTN call account balance. How do you check that? *124#, right? Exactly. You see, in the beginning of your relationship, she will treat you like a star. By getting to the end, she'll be very, very harsh. Although she's the type who can force one to fall in love when your heart is empty and you need someone to fill it, but I don't seem to get anyone everywhere you go. Thank you.
Wow. I told you, when it comes to wordplay, Slimo is a king. Charlie, no two ways. Arguably one of the best wordplay poets we have in Ghana and Africa. Trust me. When it comes to wordplay, Slimo is just one of a kind. Charlie, amazing. Played on words with numbers, with the whole lot, with the star, the heart. Charlie, amazing. So comment on this. That will take us to the end of the show. Amazing. Thank you so much, Slibo. So Slibo, what has been happening with you with the lockdown and all?
I'm really writing a lot, and I'm planning on putting out some work maybe late this year or maybe early next year, a body of work. And this time it's an album, and I'm actually really investing more thoughtfully, like in the thought process. I'm really trying to write something that would actually, the plan is to go commercial with this. So it won't be, I'm hoping it won't sound like the normal spoken word we know. And the target audience this time won't be poets. It will be the mother in a village somewhere. So we are really trying to see how best we can make it very commercial. And apart from that, I'm really I lockdown really brought talent up. I've started painting. So these are my paint brushes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a couple of works, but then my sketch pad is far from me, so I would have to.
Oh, okay. We'd love to
So,
see it.
But then wait, let me bring my sketch pad up.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up. All right. So while Slimo brings his painting, let me acknowledge a few.
I'm back.
Okay, it's back already. All right, cool.
Okay, so
okay, let's see it.
This is actually my first painting.
Wow.
So you see, it's a sun and yeah. And this was my second painting.
Wow.
And this was my third.
Okay.
My third painting.
My jaw is dropped.
Beautiful, this is my final painting. It's water bubbles in a canvas.
See.
Yeah. Wow.
These are masterpieces. Trust me. And how come we never knew this part of you?
I think what the wonders like lockdown can do is amazing, you know.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, but these are amazing arts. These are amazing masterpieces you have right there. And let me say this also. Sir Black is also another amazing painter. So I don't know whether painting has something to do with with lyrics.
There's a link between myself and Black.
Okay, I think some of us need to find ours too. But Charlie, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Wow.
So early next year or maybe late this year, I'll be putting a body of work out, and so just as I said, so I've been writing more than actually putting out anything. I'm writing quite a lot, and hopefully the content to be something quite good, because HIAP was my first EP. HIAP was released in 2017, and I think I've shared it enough. People are bored already. So
Charlie, who gets bored with Slimo?
Oh,
all right, Charlie. So please go out there, support our artists, Slimo, Lord the Poet, Cecilia, King, Charlie, amazing. And it's only your support that can get these amazing works out there for the rest of the world to also appreciate. And it's going commercial. I think it's the right step, brilliant step. Thank you so much, Slimo. All right, so Lord the Poet, what's up?
Yo, my brother. Charlie, still we rise.
Yeah, what next are you thinking for us?
Okay, so let's see. I mean, with all of these things, if I wanted to do a laugh piece, but I mean, looking at all the stuff and the performances, I guess everyone is awesome. It makes me just want to do my awesome piece. So I would do awesome.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I could have gone on to the third verse of Empty Conco, but I'm doing awesome. There you are. So why apologize for who you are? You are awesome and full of awe. From that which can and can't be seen, from that which makes up your whole being. See, we may be tripartite, but there are unfathomable divine components that make up our individual elements, and that's awesome. I am both a lion and a lamb. I don't just roar, I bleed. When I hunger, it's for the word. I don't just eat, I feast. How dare you compare Meme to the roar of a lion? Now tell me what's a goat to a beast? Now watch my knee, like that of watchman knee. No disrespect to the feet. I prefer to have more kneecaps to shoes, because on bent knees, that is when I run faster and attain greater feats. Man, that's awesome. Listen, you know what time it is. I'm on God's clock and I'm ticking. I am a billion crystals in his hourglass and I'm flowing. I am full of awe and can't be segregated. I am in its bars, glued to its seat, Rosa Parks, and I'm not giving up even if whips will have to interact with my back. I feed on the logos and excrete rema. I owe nobody apology. I am awesome. Listen, I'm in a class of man. All that I do is for Madonna. I am a fisher of men. I don't do nets. I cast exteriors lines. I mind these words from the mystic's mind. Elohim, you know him. Yes, the mastermind. See, day and night, I meditate on the master's mind. Now let this sink in. I dive deep, digging deep, just to understand the master's mind. Even to carefully master his mind, that people can't mastermind. See, I am half man, half God. This is no blasphemy. See, don't you know that ye are gods? See, this truth I lean on to, I can never decline, because I speak of the mouth of the divine. See, words may not be found in my dictionary, but I glitter. What? I am the head and not the tail, enjoying my transformation from nothing to glitterati, clicks, clicks. See, I am that kite that is trapped in the sky, destined to be at the top. The string that controls me is Christ, no lie. On the wings of the eagle, I soar to the higher heights. I am always in flight, soaring with and inwards, and I ain't gonna stop even if my throat gets sore. I write words on words, the more classic than Ferraris, Rolls Royce, Mercedes, McLarens or Bugattis. My words best spoken bespeak bespoke words for the living. I am that thumb that cannot be negated. When it comes to tying knots, try daring. You will get a message pop up saying you're not tying. I am that head cornerstone needed for the completion of life's building complex, which is a complex building. See, the addition of me to this construction brings simplicity to every complexity. That's awesome. Now listen, my name may not be Adam. Chanting, get him, go get him. But as long as I have life, my cup will be fully filled. What is written is written. Noni angma, angma. Destiny will be fulfilled. Go get her. These goals, I'ma go get him. My rave is more than the Vikings. My rage is more than the Spartans. I am sage, enacted into the hall of wise men of Jasmine. Better scented than Jasmine. More corporate than Jasmine. Watch me closely. I am awesome.
Wow, Charlie. And that was truly awesome. That was truly awesome. Wow. This was like a mountain of a mountain of words put together. Everything there is I saw. Charlie, wait, the joke, Charlie.
That's
thank you so much. It takes time, it makes time. Charlie soaking this and mashkade everything.
Wow. You know, it's like mashkade, you know, with a little gun and then you do it in the middle.
Charlie, that was nice. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. All right. So tonight is something else, trust me. But me, I be word based, so I just want more. All right. So Cecilia, do you have more for us? You can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're trying to unmute me while I'm trying to mute myself. Yeah. There's a specific one I misplaced that's meant for you guys. It's meant for the guys. Yeah, I'm gonna find it before we end. I swear, I promise.
Okay.
But now, it's not that long. It's not that long. It's soft. It's okay. You hear I'm giving myself time to find it.
Okay.
Okay. This comes with so much. I couldn't believe there was such. It came vividly with a blur shade, no viaduct of this vicious vibes. Voided reactions upon rejections, the amount of adoration and confusion that is wiped away by strong temptation. Wait, I need to explain what confidence means. Confidence is a state of being certain. Either a hypothesis or a prediction is correct to have been chosen because the action that is known to be most effective. Confidence is that girl that walks with her head up, making sure that she does not lose, because if she does, her crown will fall off. Confidence is a state of being certain. And if it does fall off, she will break her fourth wall. And she will break her confidence. Keep your confidence up, pull your dress up and hold it tight. My favorite outfit is confidence. Sometimes I don't like to wear it. I don't choose it, but it chooses me. Confidence. When I walk, you all can see it. I pull it down and adjust it because it's going a little bit too high. My confidence overflows the streets and they think I am flying, but confidence. When I walk in, you can see it. It glows, it blooms, it shines, and it makes other women hate me sometimes, but confidence is not always a good thing, I was told. Wait, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying that it's not a good thing because some people say it. I mean it. Confidence can break you, but at the same time make you. I'm saying this because things would bring you problems. They will stare at you in your face. Just by you getting a mere face beat telling you that you look hot, but you would have made the shade a little bit darker. Confidence from other women and confidence to me, not understanding. Women don't even feel good when they say you look good. Confidence is a popular outfit. It's like a little sexy black dress, but not everybody can look good in it and not everybody can afford it. Sometimes you won't want to wear it because you won't find it in your size and you begin to stress. That woman had the opportunity to look good in that confidence. You bought the same confidence, but it's not made for your body. It's not tailored for you. Not understanding that we have different types of confidence. You just need to find yours, that perfect little black dress. She gets mad when she sees another woman in confidence. She will tell you you're so confident. She'll want to put white pearls into your neck and pull them to stop all this confidence. Confidence is like death.
Wow.
Well,
It's amazing how you pick the topic and stayed on and you brought out the sermon so well. Charlie, tonight I'm full of sermons. And we've had we are experiencing three amazing preachers tonight. Wow. And I loved it. I love it. I love the piece and how you treated it from different angles. And these are sometimes people mistaking confidence to be arrogance. Sometimes confidence grows into arrogance and becomes something else when we don't watch it. And I'm glad you touched on all these. So tell me, Sia, how is the spoken word scene in Namibia? And do you have any projects coming up?
How's the spoken word scene in Namibia currently? It's kind of dormant, as far as I know, because of the pandemic. And but generally, the spoken word in Namibia is very good. It's good. We have spoken word events and stuff. I am a teacher. I am a educator, like I did mention. Okay. So my education mostly focuses on the young people, on the youth. I usually my target audience when it comes to teaching about all this usually comes from I mean it ranges between the ages of 15 and 19. That's my target audience. Now, when I work with school-going children, when I go work with the school-going children, I let out the creative juices. I make sure, and you know, when I'm teaching, I make sure I tell the children that don't call me Cecilia, you know. I mean, don't call me Miss Cecilia, just call me Cecilia, because they, you know, teacher, I'm not a teacher. So the project, I'm currently working on a project which focuses mainly on the men, young men in Namibia, the young boys in Namibia. They are not paid attention to. Their arts are not really recognized. They don't know that they have the art in them. Actually, they don't know that they are art. So I'm currently working on guys between the ages of 15 to 19 and working on a project on gender-based violence, of course. So when it comes to that, it's I'm educated. So I use the term edutainment. So I'm educating through entertainment.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's the current project that I have on. It has been procrastinated because of the pandemic, unfortunately, but it's still very much in the pipeline. And as soon as we are out of this situation, God willingly, I pray to the universe. So we will be out of this soon, guys.
It will happen. It will happen.
We will. I will get back on that project to educate the young men with the help of you guys. You guys are amazing.
We are here for you.
Yo!
That's right. We're here for you. So
we'll
keep supporting, keep following.
Amazing. I'm snapping my fingers off here.
Wow, and thank you so much for involving us. And trust me, we are family. We know no boundaries, so we are here for you every time. All right, Charlie, thank you so much. So, Lord, what's up? So what's happening with you? Any projects coming out? Verbal Inc. Mode Concepts.
Yeah,
a whole lot. Yeah, in spite of Charlie, I don't want to go through. But then, what's up? What's happening with Mode Concepts and Verbal Inc?
I mean, after the demise of my very good friend, whom I run the whole Qualis Productions with. I mean, you know, there are some legal things. Yeah, may his soul rest in perfect peace. I mean, we're going through all the legalities and the patency and, you know, of the brand name and everything. But regardless, we're still holding on to the festival. I mean, for those of you who don't know, I mean, Qualifest is one of the biggest art festivals aside Chalawati. Yeah. Yeah, so Chalawati, I mean, Qualifest is one of the biggest. Intama is actually the biggest art festival, and yeah, it's something that we've been doing. I mean, my partner and I. So now it's like I'm a lone soldier, but yeah, it's something I'm doing, and we'll do it again, hopefully next year. I mean, when the whole yeah.
Wow.
And well, personally, Mode Concept is also doing a lot. We have a lot in store. Currently, I'm having this thing on IG, which is IG Live.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
Conversations with other poets. Now, basically, what we do is we talk to people who are creative or connected to the creatives in any way. You get it? I mean, if we would have to talk to if I have to talk to any painter, I mean, the painter is a creative, and I can have conversations with him as to how, yeah, like Slimo, you know, as to how everything started and how other creatives can benefit. So basically, the conversation is to see how creatives would benefit from anything that would come their way. I mean, I had some conversations on you know, how to use YouTube and how to maximize it and how to make money out of it. Because I felt that as creatives, you're supposed to make money out of it. I spoke about, you know, we had some conversations with OBJ, who is actually one of the finest creatives Africa has, you know, the one who designed the SAC, who is responsible for SAC brand, the one who redesigned the R2B's logo. He actually did something for BBC. You know, I had conversations with him, and we spoke about late bloomers, you know. So basically, we talk about stuff that creatives would have to benefit from in one way or the other. A Verbalink 2 will be coming up. I mean, we'll be doing Verbalink live virtual before the Verbalink proper. I mean, so basically what we do now is what we're doing, and we are just supporting creatives in our own behind.
Nice, Charlie. Massive props, Charlie. All the best on that, and we'll keep following to see the updates and get the developments also, and also push our support solidly behind you. All right, so Slimo, what's up? What's happening?
Yeah, I know I got Cecilia, I got Slimo, I got Gina and all her people who tuned in.
I know, right. Charlie, so we're back. All right, Slimo. So what's happening with Chaskele? Anything coming up?
Yeah, we are really on the drawing board, because there's a lot we are trying to restructure and then put to play, because we are quite heavy in KNUST, and the plan is to get heavy in Accra as well. So we are taking it one step at a time. So basically we are on the drawing board.
Nice.
The pandemic really hits us, because you know, the virtual side of the entertainment, we didn't really see that side being a time where that part would be a core part of almost every agency. So it's trying to, you know, adapt is quite a bit stressful. But then we are working low key. We are really working, and hopefully when things are through, we can kickstart and move on from there.
Wow, nice. And we look forward to that. When Ellen mentioned Chaskele is like the biggest poetry, not just poetry, but it has other elements attached to it. Spoken word, and it was started by Slimo himself, Eligio, and a few others back in KNUST, and it's really large in KNUST and Kumasi. And very soon, I believe it will extend its feathers to Accra and the whole of Ghana and Africa as well. Charlie, thank you so much. Before we end the show, all too soon, I would like to know from Cecilia and the rest of you how you met Sir Black. Cecilia, how do you meet Sir Black, and how has the experience been? Under 1 minute before we hit the close button.
Okay. I met Sir Black, Mr. Black, through this, which is Framework Namibia, which started in Germany, which was founded in Germany. They came to Germany, they came to Namibia in 2018. In 2018, he came to Germany, and we met there for the first time. We had a creatives meeting. We had a creatives situation. So That's how I met him. Then I met him for the second time. I only met him twice. I met him for the second time in Germany last year. We had the creative situation again, where we were just celestial beings, just being creative and letting the creative juices flow. We were just, I really just met him through arts, basically.
Wow. So massive props to Sir Black right there. I love the poet, Charlie, under 1 minute. And also Slimo.
Lord, let me, my battery is almost dead.
Okay, I so Slimo.
So let me.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, the first person to ever pay me for poetry is Sir Black. Was it for Goethe Institute? They came to Kumasi, and then and it was heavy. It was quite heavy. So like Sir Black was the first person to make me know that okay, payment can like this can be done. And then how I met Sir Black. How did I meet Sir Black? You know, for a day that is that good, I shouldn't have forgotten. But I think I didn't meet Sir Black. I think we were created somewhere together. I didn't meet Sir Black.
Was it a slum?
I should think so. Maybe, I think it was a slum. I think it was a slum in 2017. When after the draft in Kumasi, we came to Accra and then we did our part. And then I think that's how I met Sir Black. And then so I think the first person to put me on a slum stage was Sir Black. The first person to pay me was Sir Black. And I think he's one of the big brothers in poetry. He's a man I respect so much, and he knows that, a pure-hearted person. And so he knows I have a big side down here for him. He knows it. So if he's watching this, he knows it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have. Charlie, thank you so much. All right. So, Lord, officially the show is ending.
Me and Sir Black, like way back. I remember. I think I met Sir Black. It was NT1 Poetry. NT1 Poetry. I mean, it was Matthew Winty. Man, he had come from the States and he wanted to start something here in Ghana, and things were not happening. I was down here in Tema doing my stuff, and Sir Black was in Accra doing his stuff. I mean, he was all over the place. And so Matthew Winty started this thing, and so I moved to Accra to do my stuff, and I went on the show, and I think that was where I met Sir Black, and we vibed, and I think we shared the same platform for the first time on set, and then the NT1 Poetry Show, and then we performed at Coconut Grove. I mean, that was how I met Sir Black. That was like so many years ago. I think double digits years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I came down. He came. Was doing his stuff, and I was like, yo, me and Bajin, ever since the bond has been there. Yeah.
Restore. Charlie, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Slimo. Thank you so much, Cecilia. Thank you so much, Lord, the poet. And it's been amazing having you on the Ehalakasa Online Talk Party. Thank you so much for joining in as well. Yeah, my lives in us. It lives in us. And God we trust. It lives in us as well. Charlie, so next week, same time, 6 p.m. from 6 to 7 Ghana time. So join us, please. Dina, nice seeing you.
Dina, man, you were smiling through us. I enjoyed your face.
ABC Mason, Charlie. So the link will stay open for the next 10 minutes, so you can fraternize, get to know somebody. Charlie, chat somebody, say something nice. Yeah, all right. So thank you all so much. My name is Nati, and it's been nice being your host for tonight. All right. So kindly unmute, put on your videos, and let's have some fun. Let's party before we leave.
Okay, man, let the music play.
No.
Let the music at.
So
Dina, you can unmute. Let's have some conversation.
Dina, she's my friend, guys.
Wow.
I made it as the other host.
I didn't know she'd be here. I'm so happy.
Please come online. Abdul, we see you. ABC, please show face.
Dina, nice seeing you. And thank you so much for being here early and joining the show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see Fumwa and Abdul as well.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, unfortunately, Fumwa is not showing face, but man, I appreciate our coming in. Yeah, Dina, man, that was awesome.
And let me mention a Fumwa. You will see a Fumwa a lot of Efumwa very soon. So Charlie, don't worry, cry. You see her face.
Actually, my brother, my cousin, is Efum. So Efum
Okay.
so that's the female. Efum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
what does it mean? What does it mean?
Yeah, what's the meaning?
I think to be nice, she explained herself.
Yeah, Efum, please talk. Where are you? On
Please
mute.
talk, I beg now. Do you want me to put my Ghanaian accent?
Bring it on,
Wow.
Okay, I think perhaps she might be
But
engaged.
Mr. Black, can you show us your face? Wow, what is this now? You're just completely offline.
For the black, if you
Offline,
see the darkness, that's a black.
That's a black.
Hey,
Every black
I know.
It looks like I'm representing him pretty well. I mean, wearing the black and putting on a black, you know, you get it. You know, black, so black.
All right.
But Dina, thank you so much. Seriously, that was really surprising. She always like pops up for my work, even though I don't know. Like she doesn't say I'm coming, she just pops up.
Wow.
And these are the kind of people we want around.
Wow.
You get it?
Yeah.
I mean, not those who would say that I'll be there and you're expecting them and they don't show face. You'll be looking through the crowd.
You just show up.
Yeah. They just show up. You know, they just buy your tickets. They buy like 5, 4. They won't tell you. They'll show it.
Oh, nice.
But guys, it was really, really amazing. I had to put my phone on flight mode so that I don't get calls and get disturbed whatsoever.
I know, right?
Yeah, but I was getting comments on my WhatsApp is connected to my computer, so I was getting comments. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I told you guys I have my car booth here.
I see.
You got no idea. No, wait, I'll show you what I went through just to make sure we are balanced here. So I got the light here.
A whole setup. Wow.
This is a tripod. I had to paste my tripod because it was falling off. The phone kept falling.
Okay. Wow.
And then the computer's just right next to me. You see what I went through? Just to make sure
let me also show y'all what I also went through. You know?
Oh, you went through a lot.
You know, so I had to put it on my you know, put it behind the laptop, and I had to use my lamp, my steady lamp, and I got another steady lamp here. So they were both giving me divergent views. You get it? Like they all shine on my face from different angles.
I know, right? Like
so this
give me
one
that glimpse, that glow.
And this one gives me the white look. Yeah. I mean, it was I guess
you're sitting on a high chair. Wow.
Yeah.
Natty is the most comfortable of them all.
Okay,
yeah,
so
Natty is the most comfortable.
That's who.
You look like you're just sitting like comfortably.
Oh, that's what you think. Perhaps you don't even know what I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on some fire. Okay, so there is the flyer for next week. All right.
Okay.
So that's the flyer for next week. We are having two amazing arty sisters, and also one brother also joining us, Saturu joining us. We also have Majid and also Nassam.
Where are they from?
Yeah, you don't want to miss this one.
Where are they from?
You don't want to miss this one. What?
Where are they from?
Guys from Portugal, and then the babies are from Ghana.
The babies.
You don't want the trouble of Cecilia.
Yeah.
ABC. Hi.
Hey, ABC
Sorry,
Nation.
I saw you first. Unmute.
Yeah, hello, what's up?
We're good. We're good, bro. We're good, bro.
Yeah.
Good, bro.
And ABC is another amazing poet. Ehalakasa Fire.
He's a mad lyricist. His pen game is on point.
He's amazing. So he builds with alphabetic blocks. Yeah.
He knows how to build.
I see.
But he's not pretty free. I mean, he's amazing, but not free. I mean, he would get payments for the work he does. Those.
Who know you are live? Can you unmute and show us your face, please?
Well,
All right, so
it's nice meeting you.
Everybody's live. We don't see them. Where are you guys?